Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show on this October 13th, 2022, a Thursday. Glad to have you guys here. You must know this about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. You gotta listen to what I'm going to tell you guys. The Federal Reserve is the reason why right now, and what they're doing is the reason why the stock market went down from over 36,000 to now down under 30,000. And it's also the reason why this bear market in cryptocurrencies has lasted so long and has been so vicious to drive the price down so low on cryptocurrencies. And gold and silver, too, is feeling the same effect of the same thing. It's what the Fed is doing. Very soon now, the Fed's back is going to be broken. The credit markets, the corporate bond market, the price of money, which is the regular is going to go up higher, like the interest rates are going to go up higher on the long end of the yield curve, which they're already doing, and it's going to reach a point where the Fed is going to have to fold this hand of cards that they're playing. And when that happens, this time, there's going to be a mad rush into alternatives to the dollar. The brunt of this is going to be felt in gold and silver almost immediately. It's going to disappear. You're not going to be able to buy any. But after that happens, there's going to be a tremendous amount of money, and what we call money, which is just credit units, on the sidelines, and the Fed's going to be even creating more. Investors are going to realize that they have to get out of the dollar at that point in time. And there's going to be only one asset class, only one route out after gold and silver's gone, and you cannot buy any. And it's this stuff. And gold and silver, because they're really only small markets, can't take the brunt of all this Federal Reserve notes that they're going to create willy-nilly to try to solve this crisis that they're creating. The brunt of it, the biggest amount of it, is going to go into these asset classes, driving the price. Look, it's not going to be unusual to see a $250,000 Bitcoin. That's not out of the question at this point in time. So this is all in our very immediate future, what I've been talking about. And right now, these asset classes, gold and silver included, because of what the Fed's doing, they're creating a fire sale for all of you guys out there. And, I'm going to tell you that the brunt of the money, the biggest bulk of the money is going to go into cryptos. It's going to be absolutely insane. And at that point, there could actually be shortages of cryptocurrencies, if you can imagine that. Don't want to keep them on the exchange. You want to have the private keys in your own possession. This is going to be huge, guys. Bigger than anything you could imagine. This is going to be hyperinflation. And we've experienced inflation. The Fed the Fed has not even been able to bring about disinflation yet, which I thought they would be able to do that, at least that much. Besides creating deflation, they haven't even been able to create disinflation. Yet, at the same time, what they're doing is they're taking down the financial system. They're taking down the moorings around it. It's creating an unusual circumstance that I think ultimately is going to see the price of non-dollar denominated assets, assets that do not have any counterparty risk. These assets, there's only very few of those assets out there. Assets that are very close to being liquidity. So that I could call them liquid assets. And these are just gold, silver, and cryptos. Those are the only ones. And this is going to be a bonanza for those three asset classes. So, for you guys out there who say, oh, Bitcoin's dying, and this is going to happen, that's going to happen, oh, I'm not going to buy that stuff. Sure, it's had a hard run over the past number of months. Bitcoin's went down from $68,000 all the way down to, what is it this morning, 18, 19,000. And it could get a little bit worse before the Fed's back's broken. Could get a little bit worse. But I'm talking about where ultimately it's going, because when the credit markets start to freeze up, that is game over for the Fed. The Fed's going to change, and they're going to have to come in with, they're going to have to resort to money printing like they've never done before, or new monetary unit creation, on top of the inflation that already exists. It's creating a golden opportunity for you people out there who are smart enough to see it when other people can't see it. And this is how people get rich. When they can see something that should be obvious to everybody, but it's not. And then they quietly scoop up the asset class that the other people don't want right then because they just can't see it. Okay? So this is what we got going on with crypto. No, it's not dead. It's not going anywhere. But ultimately, if they do release a central bank digital currency, this is going to be rocket fuel for crypto to even go higher. You guys out there who are like thinking, I mean, I've never seen it so negative, honest to goodness. I'm telling you, and all the time that I've been dealing with the crypto market ever since 2013, I've never seen it so negative as it is right now. But isn't that the time that they tell investors when something is negative and it's unwanted and unloved and the price is way down low? Isn't that the time to start to be, not follow the herd, but to be aware of what's happening in this market, and the time to think about, hey, you know, what shaky ground is my other investments on? Can I really trust my bank when the banking system might be on trembly ground right now, with the credit markets becoming unstable and unhinged? What could happen with the financial system drying up liquidity? Could there come a point in time in the very near future when I can't even withdraw my money from the bank? This is time for you to become your own bank. Become your own central bank. Cryptocurrencies, gold and silver, they're not the asset class that the Fed puts out there and says, hey, this is it. This is the money. This is what you're going to use for all debts, public and private. A Federal Reserve note. But these other asset classes are liquidity in their own right, but you just can't take them down to your local neighborhood store and spend them, like gold, silver, and cryptos. But this is your only relief, your only way out. And because of what the Fed's doing, they've been driving the price down on these things. And it's your only relief, your only way out of what the trap that they've created for you is. They're going to destroy the only means of payment that they have legalized as a means of payment for debts, public and private. They're going to slowly but surely erode the purchasing power of that until it's not worth anything. So even though these things, these asset classes like crypto, gold, and silver have been going down as of recently, The massive moves upwards that we see in the future are going to come to fruition at a certain point. And you guys just have to be patient and wait for it. Position yourself, dollar cost average, and be patient. Now is not the time to get shaken out of the tree. Thank you guys for listening to my show. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.